Hi, I'm an automatic translation system. Now my head used to be full to bursting with vocabulary lists and grammar rules, and my progress was slow, and all of those rules and exceptions gave me a headache. I couldn't translate new words, and my sentence structure wasn't always right, and this caused problems. Translated messages were often misunderstood, and users became unsure about their interactions with me. But now, I use a neural network, which means I learn from lots of examples. I learn from novels and their translations, translated subtitles, multilingual websites, and so on. And I don't like to brag, but I can process more text than anyone could read in an entire lifetime. With this mass of information, my neural network can learn how to translate. And as with all computer systems, the information must first be converted into number sequences, also known as word vectors. A word vector places each word on different axes in a multidimensional space. Words that are somehow related to each other are closer together in that space than words that are unrelated. I can easily work with a space of up to 1,000 dimensions. Now try getting your head around that. All those numbers represent different aspects of meaning, which, in an abstract way, allows me to understand the meaning of words. Before I start translating, I study the whole source sentence. Because of all the information I've gathered about words, I know how they connect with each other. And this means that I make fewer and fewer grammatical mistakes. Sometimes, I don't have enough information about particular words in a sentence to work out the correct meaning. When that happens, I use the most frequent translation, which is useful, but by no means foolproof. But if you give me a sentence with more context, I usually manage to provide an accurate translation. I also find it easier if two languages are similar, so I can do a better job of translating from Italian into Dutch than from, say, Chinese into English. All the information I process helps me to become the best version of myself. And the better I become, the more I can help all of you to communicate with each other as effectively as possible. But to become even better, I need a lot more information. I know about 200 languages so far, but there are almost 7,000 in the world. And on top of that, I'm not as good as I'd like to be at translating creative language. For this and other difficult tasks, I prefer to work with language professionals. Would you like to know more? Then have a look at the following website.